This strategy is a limited time offer, and I'm talking about just this month, and within these next couple of weeks, it's gonna be gone. If you're seeing this video right now, it might be a sign for you to get started with the business, or maybe you've already started the business, but you want to expand. For those that are new here, my name is RJ. I'm a full-time investor, and currently my sole focus in my business is to focus on this rental company and my Turo fleet. I'm just trying to scale it, grow it, maintain it, and see how far I can take it. Let's start with a free car. It's not technically free. However, you can make it into an asset. You can put down $0 down. You can put down more if you want to buy down the monthly rates. These cars, makes and models, they'll change over time. However, this strategy will never change. This strategy will always work as long as the numbers I'm talking about stay around the same. The strategy is to find cars with special incentives.
What?
At the end of the year, right now, there tends to be a lot of really good deals because of Black Friday, the holiday season. They're trying to get rid of 2023 models, or there could be a new body style that's coming out, so they have to get rid of it. Let me talk about a few different incentives that I've seen. For example, you see 0% financing offers, 90 days or 120 days, no pay. Their big selling point or incentive is you don't have to pay a single dollar, or you don't have to start your payments until the end of the summer. Some other things to look at, and this is a little bit more creative, is lease offers on specific makes and models that allows the owner. So I'm talking about the financier. And if we're talking about Hyundai, it's going to be Hyundai financing, and they only allow you to have these incentives if you take the loan under, their finance company. And why these lease deals might make sense is because they take the tax incentives. So you guys probably heard of EV tax credits or different types of tax incentives that you can take for yourself. However, these big companies, they benefit a lot more from this because they have a huge net income, or they have a huge revenue basis that they need to write off. Once you have one of these deals, you make this into an asset. You probably heard of Turo, right? This is the best way for a beginner to get started because of the security and the peace of mind. They give you the insurance, they take care of everything. And as you get more and more into it, you realize how amazing Turo is compared to if you were to do a private rental or you start your own car rental business. But always start with Turo because that's the best way to dip your feet into the business. The best way to get started, as I said, is to use Turo because there could be a little thing as simple as them providing the insurance, so you don't need to purchase your own commercial auto insurance plan. And they provide roadside assistance. Okay, so I want to talk about what I've done personally. And what I've done in the last 3 weeks is actually purchased 2 brand new cars. And it's implementing this strategy, right? So the first one, I put $3,000 down. The second one, I put $2,000 down. However, considering both of these deals, I had the opportunity to put $0 down. So if you want to stay true to the title, you can put $0 down. However, if you have the extra money, you should just put a little bit down to buy down your monthly payment. Because instead of paying, let's say, $400 a month, you could be paying $360, $340, depending on how much you put down. Sometimes they require you to pay your DMV registration and your taxes and your license. So keep that in mind because that could come out to $500-$600, could be more. Again, it's case by case. And right now I'm talking about Hyundai. So I can only tell you what I know. And this $3,000, $2,000 is including taxes, license, registration, everything. The first one was a lease. So the reason why I did the lease is because it's a very low monthly payment, and I saw that I can make that return on investment back pretty soon. So what I mean by that real quickly is $3,000 down, right? And my monthly payment is just around $360, $350. So I anticipate to make around $1,300 to $1,400 with this vehicle in my market. And you need to check your market as well, right? Because that will help you determine what vehicle works. Another thing is I'm going to be including in the description 2 different websites, and that's Carfax. So Carfax comes out with a monthly newsletter of what vehicles have specials. And there's going to be another website that outlines makes and models that may work for your market more. But going back to my example, right? So $3,000 down, $350 a month. I just need to beat that $350, right? So if I'm talking about making $1,300 or even $1,400, let's say I profit around $1,000 on average a month. My return on investment is 3 months. I make back my full investment in 3 months. Anything past that is gonna be profit. And in this lease scenario, typically people return their car at the end of the lease because you're really just, another word for leasing is renting, right? So you're just renting the vehicle. However, you always have the option to buy that out at the very end. Another perhaps a con with the lease is you're limited to miles. So that's something to consider as well, because you're limited to 10, 12, or 15, sometimes even 18,000 miles a year. So the second example is a little bit more related to what the strategy I was talking to you guys about. So the reason why the second strategy or the second car I got is related to the strategy more is because it's lower in down payment, so it's $2,000, and I don't have to pay for 90 days. So in these 90 days, I get to float and make back $2,000. I'm doing quick math in my head. It's probably gonna be around 40 to 45 days, give or take. I'm going to be making back that $2,000, and all that extra buffer time in that 3 months or 90 days is just more time for me to make more money before my first payment, my first finance payment. So for this one, it's finance, and whether it's a lease or finance, if you're going to be going with Hyundai, it's going to have to be with Hyundai financing, and that's how they're able to offer you 0% in this current crazy market. The current market rate, considering that you have really good credit, is 8 to 12%. And in a lot of cases, most people's car loans are heck even higher. I did purchase Hyundai, of course, and currently there's only 2 models that work. It's gonna be the Hyundai Santa Fe and then the Hyundai Tucson. All the Santa Fe's are gonna be, unfortunately, limited to 2023s. So you're not gonna be able to get that 2024, because that's actually why this special offer is available, is because the 2024 is going to be the new body. It's going to look super futuristic, and I'm super excited for it. Almost looks like a Range Rover. Look it up if you guys haven't already, but I'm excited for it. And the next one is the Tucson. That's the only other one that they're offering this incentive where it's 0% APR and it's 90 days of no pay. And in terms of down payment, that's really up to you. It could be as low as $0, taxes, registration, and all that fees. Or you could pay a little bit more. That's really up to you, considering your credit. So of course, this is just Hyundai. There's also other ones, and I'm just taking a look real quickly. There's also Ford. Ford has a few that has 0% APR. And I think Subaru also has some. And depending on where you are and what market you are in, sometimes specific dealerships offer, 30 days, 60 days, even 120 days no pay. So try to visit as many dealerships near you, because all of them are going to be different. Some of them have add-ons that you can't remove. So I'm talking about these things that really increase the price of your car. So I'm talking about the GPS. That's typically $1,500. They don't want to remove it because that's her profit. There's also door guards. There's also warranties that they include called bumper to bumper, etc., etc. So these are all things that I'm going to be going over in a different video that really helps you lock in a really good deal, because what I ended up doing for both my vehicles is I paid below invoice. And what that means is what they paid for the vehicle, I paid less than that. And you're only able to really, and only some dealerships offer this, right? Because they're losing money on the car. They're only able to make money with the financing, but with the situation 0%, they're actually not making money. They need to phase out these vehicles. They're super motivated to get rid of it because they need to sell other makes and models. Anyways, again, I'm gonna leave all of these links in the description. You can check it out, and these refresh every month. November is about to end. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it provided value. If you guys enjoyed this video, the best way to say thank you is leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want, subscribe as well. RJ signing out. Peace.